Hi everyone, it's Lynn. Welcome to my crafty corner. Right, we're going to do the boxes for the advent calendar. So this is part, whatever it is, I can't remember. So I have got 24 pieces of card that I have cut. I've got it all written down. Why am I measuring it? Boxes, 24 pieces of card, 4x7, scored at, on the 4-inch side, 1 and 3. And then scored on the 7-inch side at 1, 3, 4 and 6. So I'm just going to fold all these score lines, burnish, I'm just doing 2 because there's 24 altogether. That's that one, all burnished. Nearly there. Now, my ladies, if you're watching, you should have a cutting template, which is this little piece of paper here of how to cut. And so I've got it with the back towards me, so that we've got, you can see the lines that I've scored. So the first one, we're going to, in this square here, we're going to cut up and then wedge it. Come on, wedge. And then on this second line, we're going to cut up and just cut it a little bit out. So that's that bit. Then we've got another wedge on this one, wedgy. And then the last one on this side, another wedge. So then we turn it over and we're going to do the same. So it's got to be the same as on the top. So wedge like that. This one needs a little bit cutting out of a rectangle, oblong, whatever you want to call it. So you're not wedging it, you're just cutting a bit out like that. And then this final one, another wedge. I have to make that a bit bigger. So we'll do that again on this one. So with the back towards you. So first score line, wedging. Second score line, we're cutting up each side of the score line and cutting that out. There we go. Third score line, we're wedging. So we're just wedging, we're not wedging on the big boxes, we're just doing on the little small squares. We're just wedging and cutting out on the squares, not on the rectangles. There we go. So turn it over, wedge again, and a wedge that way on that little square. Whoops, cute. And then just snip up each side of that score line. Whoops, come here. And cut that out. And this one we're wedging again. I have to think then. There. So that's what we've done. So when you turn it over, turn it round. There we go. I've cut all those bits away. Am I in shot? I think so. There we go. So we don't need that. Just get rid of all these little bits. Right, now we're going to make up the box. And we're making it up with the 2 bits that are straight, where we've just cut out the score line at the top. So this will be the top of your box. Now, you don't have to do this. I'm just punching out a little bit of a finger hold. Whee! On the top, so I know that one's the top. And again, the straight edges at the top is the top end, top edge, top side, top whatever. Whee! Cut one out yesterday and it pinged straight into the bin, which was clever. I haven't managed to do that since, but right, so I'll show you these two. You don't want to see me do 24 altogether. So I'm just putting some glue. We're starting off with these middle flaps. So we're folding them in, putting some glue on, and then bringing that side up, and we're gonna glue it onto there like that, and the other side. So just hold it and roly mo so that it catches and sticks. There we go. And then the other side, I'm just going to trim a wee bit off of these because I don't want it too bulky inside if it catches on, oops, on the others inside, but you don't have to do that. So just putting some glue on these flaps. Get some glue on your flaps, ladies, nothing like it. And we're just folding that in and up against that edge there. On that side. There we go. That's the base of your box. Top, we're folding the flaps over again. Glue on the flaps. Put more on the edge there. Now what I've done is I closed the box. So fold your flaps in and then fold the side down. And there's one little box. Just hold it a minute, that one's coming off. Pop that to one side, we'll open that in a minute, we'll let it dry. So I was taking the second one, doing exactly the same, folding the two middle flaps in. And then I'm going to join those flaps onto this one here, making the sides of the box. Come on. So I'll just hold those there like that. I really need to tidy my desk. Alright, again I'm just going to snip a little bit off these two flaps at the bottom. Like I said, you don't have to. That's just my preference. Put a bit of glue on my flaps. That seems to be a bit taller than the thing, but never mind. Where's that? Oh well. Oh, sun's gone in now, sorry. Held it a bit closer to me then and probably went off camera. I'm just going to snip that down. See, it's a bit too high. Oh, still a bit high. I'm not going to do any more because if I do, I'll end up with the right dog's dinner. Knowing me. Right, so the flaps on the top of the box, we're just going to fold over, put some glue on again. Oops, Why don't you glue your desk, Lynn? And like I said, I'm just going to shut the box down. This is how I find it easier anyway. And fold that side over and that side. And just hold them a moment. Where's my pin? Better put my pin in. There. There we go. This one should be a bit drier, so ta-da! Ta-da! So that's 2 boxes. There's another 22 to do. So I will be back.